Hello everybody, this is Magnetar Prime with another Transformers video review. And here I have the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Sharkticon Megatron. On the packaging, he is clearly labeled as Sharkticon Megatron, but there also exists a packaging variation for this figure. Early shipments simply called this figure Megatron. However, the instruction for this figure in both the Sharkticon Megatron and the Megatron packaging has always referred to him as Sharkticon Megatron and his weapon, the Shark-Tooth Spear. Sharkticon Megatron is part of the fourth wave of Prime Beast Hunters Voyager Class figures released in 2013. Now let's take a close look at the box. On the front side of the box says Sharkticon Megatron. Like I said, there's another variation of this packaging, and the other one only says Megatron on it. On one side of the box we have the BIOS for this figure and his technical data. On the back side we have a picture of the figure transforming to his shark jet mode and in his robot mode holding his weapon. Also some of the Transformer Prime characters here. On the other side we get a nice art graphic design of Sharkticon Megatron, and I'm very excited about getting this figure, and now it's time to get this figure out of the package. And here we have Sharkticon Megatron out of the package. Sharkticon Megatron comes with a Shark-Tooth Spear, which is a fish shark themed cannon that can convert into a sword. So as you can see, it definitely looks like a fish or a shark, which is a very nice detailed weapon. It does have a lot of details, a lot of vents, and it looks like it has like a knife on here. You can see the teeth of it, the eye. You can even see the back fin of the fish, or what looks like a fish. Now this is a very nice weapon, and a very well thought weapon, and the colors are very nice too. Now the way you're gonna transform this into his sword is you're just gonna push this to the front, and this is gonna be the handle. You're just gonna put it right in there, and it becomes his sword, which is very nice. And the way this figure is gonna hold it is you're gonna peg this into his hand, and it looks very nice in either the sword mode or the weapon mode. Now I'm gonna set this aside. Now I'm gonna bring Sharkticon Megatron closer to the camera because I want you to see all of the details that this figure has. First of all, the colors are very nice. We have blue, brown, we have pink, we have green, purple. On his chest he features what definitely is a shark face. You know, you can see his teeth right over here, both his eyes, what seems to be his tongue, I guess. This is what it looks like from the back side. We have an all new Decepticon insignia, which I've never seen before. So the back view is very nice too. Like I said before, this figure has a lot of details. You can see details sculpted all over his legs, and I think Hasbro did a very nice job with this figure. Now let's take a closer look at the head sculpt. I don't know if you can see this, but his eyes are green in his robot mode as well. Now let's check out the articulation on this figure. His head has articulation, goes or move up and down. It won't rotate much. His arms, well, this shoulder pad, which I'm gonna talk about this in a little bit, can be moved to the up and down, and his arms can be rotated or can be moved up and down. He has elbow articulation. Let's see, he doesn't have any waist articulation. His legs are on a ball joint and on a swivel. They move back and forth, and he has knee articulation. His feet can move up and down, and when you move his feet, you move his heel as well. So as far as articulation goes, it is very possible. He is a very possible figure, and it has a lot of details on. And this is what he looks like when he holds his weapon, the shark tooth spear. Let me bring him closer to the camera again. So this is a very nice figure. I really like it. Like I said before, I definitely like the colors on this figure. It's a very nice combination of colors in my opinion. Now let's set this guy aside real quick. I just want to mention that this figure has a minor assembling error, and that error is right here. These two shoulder pads, so this one right here, you can see this little thing right here, and these are actually inverted. So this way, once you transform this guy into his shark jet mode in the way they're supposed to, unless you fix it. And the way to fix it is right over here. You take this apart, and this section right here, you're gonna pop it off the ball joint, and you do the same thing over here, and then you're just gonna switch him. And then once you do that, you will be fine. And yeah, I just wanted to make a note of that. And just for a quick size comparison, I'm gonna bring another Transformers Prime figure, Shockwave. Now I'm gonna get Shockwave out of the way. And I'm gonna bring another Megatron figure. This one is gonna be of deluxe size. So Sharkticon Megatron is a very impressive figure. So I'm gonna get this Megatron out of the way. And it's time to get Sharkticon Megatron transforming to his shark jet mode. And now, before I get him transformed, I'm gonna show you the instructions. And the instructions actually come with the Tales of the Beast Hunters Chapter 22, which is a very nice little feature. And now let's transform Sharkticon Megatron into his shark jet mode. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate this figure around. I'm gonna fold these panels down, just like so. And then I'm gonna open up this section here on his chest, and I'm gonna fold it down, just like this way. Then what I'm gonna do is this panel right here, I'm gonna fold it down all the way and make sure it's straight. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold all this section up, just like so, and I'm gonna fold this the fist in, and I'm gonna fold this in, and I'm gonna peg this arm right into this tab right here. And at the same time, I'm gonna rotate this around, just like so. Let me show you real quick. Peg it in, and I'm gonna tap both of his arms together this way. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower this down just like this, and I'm gonna fold this up, these panels down, and I'm gonna lower down the hatch until we get something like this. So once we have the figure looking this way, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this in just like so, and I'm gonna rotate his legs in just like that. And at this point I'm gonna turn around the figure, and I'm gonna open up this panel right here, and I'm gonna fold this panel down, and on the other side there's like this section right here. We're gonna fold it down, which is part of his wing as well, and I'm gonna do the same thing on his other leg. I'm gonna fold this panel down, and I'm gonna fold this little part of the wing right here, and I'm gonna move it just like so. Now at this point I'm gonna fold this entire section down just like so, and I'm gonna make sure that first of all this is straight, and then this part right here taps right in here, which is part of the wing, and this right in here. There it goes. Goes one, and I'm gonna make sure that this section goes right in it. Now I'm gonna do the same on the other wing. I'm gonna fold this in. I'm gonna tap it right on top and right here. Make sure that it attaching properly. I'm gonna fold this in. Now all I have to do is flip this panel down just like so, and this section right here I'm gonna fold it down or slide it down. I'm gonna clip these two together, and here I have the shark jet mode of Sharkticon Megatron. Now I'm gonna set him aside just for now. And before we look at the details in this figure, I want to mention that there is an assembling error in this figure, and that's on the shoulder pads. I'm gonna show you real quick. There's a tab right here, this one, and it's supposed to get in here. Unfortunately it won't happen, and I know that the issue with this is because this shoulder pad right here, the one that moves, this one, this little piece has to be on this side, and this one's got to go on the other side. So they were put inverted, which prevent this section right here to clip in properly on the panel right here. And the only way to fix it is you have to get a screwdriver, and you're gonna take this screw out, and you're gonna take this apart, and you're gonna remove this little section right here out of the ball joint, and then we're gonna swap him, and then you're gonna put them back together, and then you'll be fine. Now, other than that, this vehicle has many details. I really like his vehicle mode. He has a brand new Decepticon insignia right here that I've never seen before. He does have a lot of details in this mode. The colors are very nice. I really like the colors. You can see there's the mouth of the shark right here, which this was his chest plate. You know. Now this is what it looks like from a different view. So it's a very nice figure. I really like it. Now another thing you can do is you can grab his weapon right here, and you can mount it. There's one port right over here, so you can just mount it right over there, and all of a sudden he gets more firepower and more deadly. Now I'm gonna set this figure aside, and I'm gonna bring some other figures for a size comparison. And for a quick size comparison in his vehicle mode, I'm gonna bring one of my BotCon exclusive, and this is Depth Charge. Again, this is a Voyager size figure, and as you can see the size difference is noticeable. I'm gonna tell you why I bought these two figures. I bought them actually because of the color. I really like the paint job application on these figures. It's very nice. Now let me bring a third Transformer figure for another comparison. And here I have from the Reveal the Shield line, Cyclonus. So again, Sharkticon Megatron is a very nice figure. I really like his vehicle mode and his robot mode. Now let me get these two figures out of the way. So in conclusion, I definitely like this figure. I like it a lot. I definitely like the paint job application and all of the details. Its weapon is very well designed. So I would definitely recommend this figure for any Transformers collector. Other than the misassembling error part on his shoulder pad, this figure is just great. And with this, I conclude this Transformers video review of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Sharkticon Megatron. And if you like this video, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, or you can visit my Facebook page, Magnetar Prime Reviews. This is Magnetar Prime. Until next time.